Oh. We are back in the garage. We're doing the 46 again, the LS one. So let me show you what's going on. Right, so we've got one trailing arm done. It does take a wee while to do this, especially in Scotland where things are rusty. But we've got the twin calipers on, got a 35mm spacer for the Musk body kit. But this is from Northeast Brakes. He's on Facebook, Richard, so I'll put a link in the description for him. He made this custom bracket there. You just have to send him like a hub or something. Depending where you live, you could probably maybe source stuff. If he's getting quite a lot of BMWs, because they're all basically the same arms. This is a large case and you've got the medium case. That's the only ones you get for a 46, and I think a 36 is only a medium case trailing arm. So yeah, he made that, and then this adapter here to take the standard one, that comes from Born to Drift, so I'll also link them in the description as well. It's basically just this bracket here, and then probably goes on the other side, but anyway, it'll tuck in there like that, and then there's these bolts here that are a nightmare to get out. I'll show you how to get them out, and then there's 10mm there, and there's a 10mm over there as well you need to take out, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Normally need a welder. So I've been doing a lot of pipe bending. So we've got the M3 bumper on with the side thingies. They're on there, and then behind we've got the whole crash bar thing here. So the only thing with this crash bar is just on these poppers here. You get these from Exo Racing, so I'll also put them in the description. They're really good. Like, these are actually quite like hard to get off, you know, if you actually have an impact and stuff. So that's fine for the front. You shouldn't really be ripping your front bumper off, but it's also really easy. Instead of like tie wraps and stuff, you need to keep cutting them off and stuff. You just push these buttons. Can't do it one-handed, but yeah. Let me see. No. Let me set you up. Right, do it two-handed now. So like that, and like that, and then the bumper just comes off. It's quite easy. So yeah, it's easy enough. It's just if these panels weren't like that, I just don't want to rip them off. And then I just need to push the side bits out a little bit. But yeah, that's that. The underneath got the diff in it and stuff. Still need all powder coating in that, but still need to tidy up all this in here and weld all this up, close it all in, but she's getting there. Aye, so back to this. What I normally do, this is 16mm and the other ones are little 10s. These are the worst because they're not actually like a full bolt. It's like half a head. So what I normally do is, instead of trying to like get like a heat gun or whatever, or you know, a blowtorch on it, I normally just try and weld on the top and not go over the sides, so I can still get a 16 on, and then that'll transfer a lot of heat into that, and then they should come off. So I did it before. It was actually the 10s that wouldn't want to come out as well, so they snapped and I had to put nuts on them. But here, that's one that's been welded with a load of smoosh on the top. So let's get to that and get that one looking like that one. Okay, so that's it on. Bolt there, 2 bolts under there. This actually gets rid of, you can't run the shoes and stuff, so that's just a bad point to it, and also the sensor there as well. You're not going to get to run like ABS or anything like that. So the 2 downsides to twin calipers is your ABS sensors are gone and your shoes are gone. Okay, so that's all on. So the one thing that the Born to be Drift don't give you is this bolt here. You can try and use these and cut them there. It does kind of work, but it's much better just putting a Allen bolt in there. It's much easier to get it off and on. But apart from that, it's good install. Other thing you'll need to remember is if you're putting your standard brakes onto here, you have to switch your calipers left to right. I didn't do it because all this will be coming off again, so it's just a mock-up. You always want your bleed nipple to the top because air rises. But yeah, happy days. Throw this on the cart and get it all dry built, this car, before we paint everything. Look good though. Right, so we finally got it back on all fours. So this Musk kit, like, I'm probably going to get hate for this, but it looks ace, everything like that. It's really fiddly to fit, but the main issue is you need a lot of like M3 stuff to make it work, like the M3 bumper. I tried it with an M Sport bumper, it was never going to work. And also, like, this is an M3 fiberglass bonnet, and like having it shut like that, it's quite raised. And this is just standard wings, so really you need M3 wings. I'll speak to Neil, the teammate, and see if he wants to try and find some fucked M3 wings, and then, because you basically cut away pretty much all of it to fit this kit. But it's also the same with the back bumper as well. I tried it on my JZ just with the extensions on the side, the same as this, but it was never going to work when M Sport. So if you ever go for a Musk kit or like a Street Fighter kit, is probably exactly the same, that you'll need M3 wings, M3 bumpers front and rear, and then an M3 bonnet to make the whole body kit work. So, you know, it is an expensive kit once you add all that in. Like, it is expensive just to get the kit, but then all the additional stuff adds on. So unlike my one from, you know, I'm not sponsored by these people, but the Fiber Factory one I've got, I think the kit is really good on it. The only bit I don't like is that the bumpers don't, you know, line up. I think if you have an M3 bumper on the front of mine, it'll line up quite nice, but you've got the problem at the back is you've got no extensions. I've asked Lowe's Fiberglass if he can make something, because he's made a compact M3 and he's made an estate M3 style thing. So I could give him the you know, the back bits and make it like fit, but I've tried fitting it onto the Fiber Factory one just to tidy my one up, but it's way off because these are like bubble arches, and the Fiber Factory are more like, you know, I don't know, it's, you know, you can see that that's bubbled over, and my one's more like straight down, and it's the same at the back. Like, this one's more bubbled and round like an M3, and it, you know, I think it looks better that way. Sorry, Fiber Factory, but you know, the way that Fiber Factory ones go, these extensions would never work. And you've also got like the extensions for this, so you need M3 side skirts as well to make these work as well. I tried M Sport side skirts, it's nowhere near. So yeah, it's just something to look for if you're gonna order one, that you need all the M3 additional bits. So you're pretty much trying to find a wrecked M3 to steal all the bits off of it, or go to a wreckers or something. But yes, that's it back in the ground. We've got our toe strap on here as well. I went for like a wire one instead of like the tongue type ones. So that's just on there with a bolt. Probably can't see it. Yeah, there, just on with a bolt. So yeah, probably next thing I'll need to do is just finish the bodywork, but I still need to make the exhaust up for this thing. I had to make some clearance there for that bit there, but that's all good. So yeah, it's coming together. We've got a boot coming from Lowe's Fiberglass as well, so I've asked them to strengthen it at the top part, because I was just messing around there cutting it out. So I said, can you give me some more fiberglass along where the number plate goes, because I'm going to cut that out for airflow for the radiator, and we need to make a firewall and put a seat in and stuff. Neil's going to be coming up next weekend, I think. So I want to get him in seated, hydro in, and then after that I need to pull the gearbox, engine out, stitch the engine bay, paint it, blah blah blah. So we're getting there. Okay, so this is the back now. This is what I've done previously. I'll show you how this all works. So this is from Lowe's Fiberglass as well. He's sponsoring both of us for 2023. So he does these rear clamshells. And then I've got these, you can get these rear clamshells on the website on smtmotorsport.com, or you can go to Matt Lowe's Fiberglass, link in the description. But also these stickers for the tail lights, they're on my website, SMT Motorsport. It's all linked in the description. So yeah, they're M3 LED ones, really nice. I left them outside for ages. This was a test one to see if it fits all good, but I left them outside in the sun, so it was all good. But yeah, I'll show you how the bumper goes on. It's just the same as the front, just goes on with the little bits on the side there, and then there's just a single tie wrap goes through there, and then that bumper bar pushes it up and holds it in place. And yeah, so if we hit a wall, hopefully the M3 bumper just pings off and doesn't get damaged. But let's stick it on and I'll show you. There you go, that's the M3 bumper on there. Don't know what I'm gonna do here yet, just on tying this bit into here just to hold it, because just now it's a bit flappy. But maybe just a cable tie just to let it ping off. But yeah, you can see the cable tie in the middle there. So yeah, you can see cable tie there. Oh, car go past. Cable ties there, so nothing fancy. Yeah, everyone's getting a wee bit rusty. I'll get powder coated, so it's all good. But I cut out this bonnet really badly just to see what it was going to be like with a radiator in. So yeah, there's plenty crash zone anyway, if you think about it. You know, you've got a huge area to crumple in that's all fiberglass because it's all cut. Where is it? It's pretty much metal here, so you've got a lot to crush in. That's the way I kind of wanted it to be. But yeah, we're just waiting for the boots to come from Matt Lowe, so yeah, get some exhaust coming out there, be nice.